welcome to another edition on Manchester Reunited, your Manchester United fan page, where we get to talk about news, transfers, in-depth analysis, and basically everything Manchester United. Now, the show is brought to you by Intimate Essentials, J Walker Designs, and Telling Face Beat. My name is Nanapogo Hatefield. You can simply call me Venom. Now, before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon to get notified with more stuff from Manchester United on this channel. Now, if you are watching on Instagram, follow us at manchester.reunited for more updates on things related to Manchester United. Finally, the Premier League season came to an end with Manchester United finishing in third position. Now, I know the Glazers and Ed Woodward will be pleased with the team qualifying for the Champions League, and honestly, that is where we are supposed to be. But when you think of it, we are Manchester United. We win league titles, and we shouldn't be content on just qualifying for the Champions League. But under the circumstances, I think we are pleased at least to play amongst Europe's top elite teams next season. Now, we know there's been up and downs, especially in the first half of the season when key players got injured. At a certain point in time, Marcus Rashford and Martial have been injured in the course of the season, as well as Paul Pogba, Scott McTominay, and a few others. Now, it's contributed to our worst start in the Premier League season in 30 years. The mood around Old Trafford and the performances was improved with the acquisition of Bruno Fernandes in January. Now, when he played his first match against Wolves, Leicester was on 49 points, Chelsea had 41 points, and we were languishing in sixth place on 34 points. Now, much has been said of how Eric Cantona lifted the whole mood and performance of Manchester United in 1992 when he was signed. I'm not saying we are winning league titles at the moment, but the acquisition of Bruno Fernandes is just what Manchester United needed, and certainly he has been a very excellent signing. Now, he has dovetailed perfectly with Paul Pogba, and that has certainly improved the general play of Manchester United. Now, most of us noticed something during the course of our 19-game unbeaten run. As soon as Bruno Fernandes especially and Paul Pogba were substituted, you could see the cracks in the team. They lost their creativity, and the whole team seems better and plays better with Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba in the team. We need quality and not quantity this summer. We need another creative spark in the middle of the park, a player who has an X factor and will come on and have the same impact or probably more in case Bruno Fernandes or Paul Pogba gets injured in the course of the season. Now, a Jadon Sancho, a Jack Grealish type of player who is going to run at the opposition and create fouls and free kicks. Now, Jack Grealish was the most fouled player in the Premier League this season with 167 fouls to his name. Now, in order for us to be serial winners, we need to spend this summer. And with that, I don't mean the blockbuster signings, but the perfect players to fit in the right position. And with the money we've given Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I've realized he spent it properly, and we are rest assured he's going to spend those millions properly on right players. Now, buying players means that we are supposed to sell loads of players as well, and there are so many dead wood at Manchester United at the moment. Then that is what we'll be discussing on the show today. Now, it is reported Manchester United are looking to sell a couple of players to be able to fund the transfers this summer. Let's first start with our very own Jesse Lingard. Now, Jesse Lingard is one of our academic graduates. Now, when you look at Jesse Lingard closely, one might easily think he's a 20-year-old, but actually he's 27 and he'll be 28 in December. He's made 202 appearances for Manchester United and has scored 31 goals during this process. Now, his best moment for Manchester United probably came in the FA Cup final against Crystal Palace when he scored, and his worldie against Leicester City in the Community Shield. Now, we remember goals like the one against West Ham and the worldie against Everton, and even at a point in time, some Manchester United fans nicknamed him Messi Lingard. Now, going a full year without scoring or assisting for attacking player is abysmal. His goal against Leicester City on Sunday was the first goal he has scored in the Premier League since he scored against Cardiff City in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first game in charge at Manchester United. Now we know he's been battling with issues, personal issues. Now teaming up with Mino Raiola also hasn't helped his case too. He's been at Manchester United from an early age, but it will be better if his union with Manchester United ends this summer and he finds a team elsewhere. The next player on the list is Phil Jones. Now, Phil Jones was bought in 2011, the summer of 2011, and he's made 224 appearances for Manchester United and has scored 6 goals. Now, what else can I say about Phil Jones? Probably he's one of the luckiest men on earth. Now, when you think of the fact that he was offered a new contract last year, it's mind-boggling. That emphasizes our urgent need for a director of football. I simply don't know how come we kept Phil Jones last season and made Chris Smalling rather go on loan. It's been so long, and I doubt any Manchester United fan out there will even remember the last time Phil Jones played properly for Manchester United. And as I said, it's funny that he's still at Manchester United for so long. It is long overdue. It's about time we cut our losses. So Phil Jones also needs to be sold this summer. The next player on the list is Alexis Sanchez. Now, Alexis Sanchez has made 45 appearances for Manchester United and has scored 5 goals. Now, it's fair to say that both Manchester United and Arsenal haven't had the best from the swap deal involving Henrik Mkhitaryan. Once a feared and very potent striker or attacker in the Premier League, he's more or less like a radical nowadays for how much we pay him a week. And I think Manchester United need to cut their losses and let him go this summer. Now, this reiterates how poor Manchester United have been negotiating deals post-Fergie era. And at the age of 31 years of age, as I said earlier, it is better we cut our losses and sell him this summer. The next player on the list is Marcos Rojo. Now, Marcos Rojo was signed from Sporting Lisbon after the 2014 World Cup. He has made 122 appearances for Manchester United and has scored 2 goals. Now, when you think about Rojo, all you think of is his tough tackling and his tendency to get sent off anytime he flies into one. Unlike Phil Jones, he's performed properly and well in matches when called upon, but injuries have deprived him any progress in this Manchester United team, and his performances keep depreciating and decreasing. So unfortunately, it's about time he moves on, and he's currently on loan at Estudiantes, and I hope he makes that move permanent this summer. The next player on the list is Chris Smalling. Now, Chris Smalling has made 323 appearances for Manchester United and has scored 18 goals. Now, he's one of the few players to win the league under Sir Alex Ferguson. Now, I am baffled, and as I said earlier, I was baffled with the decision when Chris Smalling was rather sent on loan and Phil Jones was kept at Manchester United. Now, I am not saying Chris Smalling is a Paolo Maldini, but he's been ever present for Manchester United. And the fact that Jones and Rojo were kept, as I said, was surprising. Maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needed a change of guard at the back, and probably he felt that Chris Smalling's presence might affect Harry Maguire's influence or something. Now, Smalling rarely gets injured, and he's been ever present for Manchester United. Now, I remember his brace against Burnley when he came from the bench and scored 2 goals for us. Also, we remember the derby winner at the Etihad against Manchester City. Now, he is also a threat from set pieces. This season, he's been in fine form to the extent that AS Roma made the poll recently for the club's team of the decade, and he narrowly missed out. Astonishingly, he's been there for just under a year. So that shows how much he has performed in the past months, and if United need defenders this season, I hope we retain him to provide competitions for Lindelof and Harry Maguire himself, because I don't see the need to fork out millions to get another defender when we have somebody like Chris Smalling to call off the bench. So we should invest the cash elsewhere on the right wing and probably another number 10 who is creative enough. Now let's move to the last player, who is Diogo Dalot. He was signed in Jose's final season at the club and he's one of the most talented youngsters across Europe. Now he has made 34 appearances for Manchester United and has scored 1 goal. Now I'll be very, very gutted if Diogo Dalot is sold this summer, and I hope the rumors are false. Modern day football requires fullbacks to attack and create chances for attackers. Now you look at Daniel Alves and Trent and co. When you've got a team that sits back and the middle of the pack is choked, you need crosses from the flanks to be able to create chances and score goals. Diogo Dalot is the best crossing fullback we have at Manchester United. Now we know how good Wan-Bissaka is in tackling and defending, but we know he's not that good in attack. We need to attack a lot, and I hope Diogo Dalot is kept at the club. Now we need to attack the so-called smaller teams in the league, and keeping Diogo Dalot will be pivotal in creating chances for Manchester United going forward from the right flanks in case we need his services. Now, what do you think about the rumors of these departures? Send in your comments and join us every Sunday on Reunited Live on Instagram. Follow us at manchester.reunited to join in the chat via video or text. Send in your comments and let me know the players you want to retain at Manchester United and those you want to be sold this summer. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram and on YouTube. As always, the show is brought to you by Intimate Essentials, J Walker Designs, and Tilling Facebeat. See you another time for more exciting stats and news about our darling club, Manchester United. Glory, glory, Man United.